Hi, I'm Bethany. I am starting IVF, and so this is a part one of a series of videos that I'm going to do. This particular video is just an intro of what got us to this point, and why I'm doing this is to bring my friends and family and small community along with me on this journey. I have a lot of people who are invested in this journey, and so I want to show you the highs and lows of it all. There's potentially going to be a lot of lows. Maybe there's going to be some highs. We'll find out together. But the other reason is because I went searching for women that I could relate to who are going through this journey. I find that really helpful, and I couldn't find very much anything really from women who are in my kind of demographic. I am a mature woman, and I am overweight, and I have PCOS. I couldn't find anyone who looked like me who was going through this in my age group. So if there's the potential of this helping anyone in the future, then it's worth it to me. I'm going to share everything, the highs and the lows, like I said, the good, bad, ugly, my feelings, what I'm going through with medication, all that stuff. So if you don't want to watch it, you really don't, you don't have to, obviously. I get to decide what I want to share about my life, and this is something that I want to share. Buckle up, let's go. So let's talk about what got us to this point. Chris and I met in my early 30s. I wasn't thinking about my fertility. I wasn't concerned that I wasn't having a period, because why would I be? It was kind of great for whatever 15 years while all my friends were having their mood swings and they're spending lots of money on products, and I just didn't have to worry about it. So I was diagnosed as a young adult with PCOS. And what PCOS is, lots of women have it. I think 1 in 5 women have it. PCOS is a series of symptoms that if you have 3 out of 5 of them, then they say you have PCOS. For me, that looks like major hormone imbalances. That's the main thing that causes the anovulation. So no ovulation because of the hormone signals just aren't there. They're not happening. Weight gain in certain areas of my body. So where some women have thunder thighs and big hips and a big booty, I have like a popsicle body where I'm round on top and then I have stick legs. That is indicative of PCOS. And I don't have a regular cycle. Some doctors have told me, actually, I don't think you have PCOS. I think you're just overweight, like some doctors would do. Everything is my weight. We won't go there, but for now. So Chris and I, when we first got together, we were very serious, very quick, and we talked about having a baby pretty well right away. Not trying to have a baby right away, but if that's something that we wanted in our lives. So Chris already had 2 kids, and he said, I want to have a baby with you. I would love to have a baby with you, but I don't need to have a baby with you if that's not something that you want. And my answer was, I would actually love that. I would love to have a baby with you, but I just don't know if I can because I don't have a period, which is kind of probably important. So I right away booked an appointment with a gynecologist. She was amazing, and I can't remember her name, but she was in Regina. Booked a whole bunch of tests for me and did a sperm analysis for Chris. So we did something called it's a dye test, but I can't remember what the medical name for it is, where they inject dye into your fallopian tubes to make sure that there's no blockages there. And my tubes were great. And she did a whole bunch of blood work. She checked for diabetes and thyroid problems and a whole bunch of things. I don't know, I'm not doctory. And there was nothing that she could see that would be a problem. And Chris's sperm analysis, Chris is pretty great at everything that he does, and his sperm are no different. They are beautiful and active and healthy looking. So everything was looking really good, but she said to us, like, I'm a gynecologist. I'm not a fertility specialist. So I'm going to refer you to a colleague who has a large interest in fertility. Early 2021, I had an appointment with this fertility doctor. I'm also going to talk about my weight here because that's important. Chris and I had purchased a house, and we had Lucas and Brianna, and we wanted to be thinking about if we died, we want to make sure we have like wills in place and insurances in place and the responsible adulty things that you should do. And so we reached out to my uncle, who's an insurance broker. Love you, Uncle Jim. Hi. In the best way that he could, let me know that I was high risk in insurance and that it would be very, like, I'm basically not insurable because of my weight. He said, you might be like right on the cusp. So like, let's send someone over there to double check your weight, and we'll kind of go from there. And they came on January 2nd of 2021, and I will never forget the day ever in my life. But she came and took my weight, and I was shocked, devastated. I was 50 pounds heavier than I thought I was, and I could not believe it. When that person left, I knew based on the number that I was not insurable. And I knew based on that number that if I didn't make a change, I was probably going to die. I instantly started a diet, a very restrictive, intense diet. And in February, I had my first appointment with the doctor who had an interest in fertility. And she was very nice, folded her hands and said, listen, I can probably get you pregnant, but at your weight, you probably aren't going to get to a live birth because there's too many risks. So I need you to lose 30 pounds before I have another conversation with you. And like, I kind of expected that to be her answer, because with most doctors, my weight is a problem. Like, go home and lose weight and your problem will be fixed is what the attitude is lots of the time. And so I let her know I've already lost about 15 pounds since the new year, to which she kind of rolled her eyes, which I also understand. I really do understand. So she said, let's book an appointment for you 6 months from now. We'll give you lots of time to lose 30 pounds. And I said, I'll see you in 3 months. I am so determined. You have no idea. I went home and I lost 60 more pounds by May. Went in to see her again February, March, April, May. So it's 4 months. And she was shocked. She couldn't believe it. She was so proud of me. And she said that my reward was that we could finally start fertility medication. I'm going to pause there and I'll do another video about my journey with fertility medication. We're in for quite a ride. This is going to be very intense for us emotionally and financially and physically, and it is not a guarantee at all. IVF, the odds are against you the older you get, and in my age group, statistically, I'm looking at a 36% chance that this will work. And so I'm asking for, if at any point, because there's a lot of milestones in IVF, like at any point there's so much risk involved where it just all goes to nothing. And so I'm going to ask that while I'm going to bring you in on all the heartache and all the maybe good things to celebrate, that you support us just by feeling what we're feeling. If I have a bad result, please don't tell me that I can adopt. Please don't tell me that it's going to be okay and I just have to not stress. Just tell me that that sucks, because it will. It'll suck. And that's what I am asking for. IVF is what we have chosen to do. We're not looking at other options at this time. We are aware that there are lots of different options for us to have a baby. This is where we're at. So this is what we're focused on, and if we get to the point where we are like, what are the other options? We've tried everything. Then you'd be invited to share other ideas. But, you know, so I will post a part 2 in the next few days. Looking forward to this with hope and excitement, and I'm terrified, and I have a lot to lose, and I have a lot to gain, and so we'll see. Talk to you soon. Bye.